Barefoot, teary-eyed, a faded face and hopeless eyes, her voice trembles as she tries to narrate her story. Life will never be the same again for Rahima Mai, who lost her only son as devastating floods swept away loved ones, livelihoods, and homes of millions of Pakistanis. Another such story is of Abdul Qadir, who continues to live in a makeshift tarpaulin tent by the roadside in the flood-ravaged Khairpur district of Sindh. Both sides of the road still under putrid floodwater. He struggles against a treacherous winter that appears to be another nightmare for him.
हमारे आप हालत देख रहे हैं, हमारे गांव पूरे तबाह हो गए। पानी 7 से 8 फुट था और हमारे पास कोई नहीं आया, ना कोई हुकूमत आई है, ना कोई यहाँ का नुमाइंदा आया है। हम पूरी तरह तबाह हो गए। हमारी पूरी 25 से 30 फैमिलियां हैं जो अभी डिस्टर्ब है, वो रोड की साइड पे टेंटों में गुजार रहे हैं। ना खाने के लिए कुछ मिल रहा है, ना पीने के लिए मिल रहा है। पानी जहर बन चुका है, जहर।
Experts blame poor planning, climate change, and torrential monsoon rains for the calamity that killed nearly 2,000 people, including 639 children. At least 2.1 million affectees remain stranded in islands formed in and around remote areas of Sindh and the flood-hit districts of Balochistan, southern Punjab, as well as Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. These victims blame no one but fate as they struggle to survive every day after the devastation, still unable to take a moment and realize their losses over the past 7 months.
तकरीबन 20-25 दिन बारिश चल रही थी। साइडों से इतना पानी आ गया, 3, साढ़े 3, 4 फीट तक पानी आ गया। और ये देख सकते हैं सर जी कि ये पोल्ट्री फार्म है, तो ये रोजगार था, हमारा जमीन भी थी। वक्त और हालात ये आ गया, हमारी रिहाइश इस पोल्ट्री फार्म है, इसमें रिहाइश कर रहे हैं।
Pakistan contributes a negligible 0.8% to the global carbon footprint, but remains on the front line against climate change, securing a spot among the 10 most climate-stressed countries on the planet, which ends up spelling misery for its population amid natural disasters and ever-increasing temperatures. Besides the total 33 million people affected across Pakistan since floods that first hit in mid-June, the government estimates losses worth over $40 billion from the flooding. These include 806,387 houses that were destroyed, another 2.1 million that were damaged, over 1 million livestock killed, the washing away of 22,000 schools, destruction of 13,115 kilometers of roads network, and 436 bridges, further impeding access to the flood-affected areas as humanitarian organizations as well as faith-based institutions struggled to make their way for disaster management. The precarious situation could also not hold back Pak Mission Society, which, with the help of its partners, was among the first responders to the calamity.
One of the most important aspect of this time response to the flood-affected people I would like to highlight is the mobilization of local and international churches particularly. Churches individually have been responding, but there's a large number of churches with which Pak Mission Society have been working under the Church and Community Development Program.
Living up to its mission of reaching the unreached, PMS, through its disaster response team, has maintained an impartial identity while carrying out relief interventions in 8 districts across 4 provinces.
सिर्फ एक खानदान नहीं या 2 नहीं, 100 नहीं, 1000 नहीं, लेकिन ये जितना भी इलाका था ये सारा पानी के नीचे था। फसलें पूरी तबाह है और जानवरों का बहुत नुकसान हुआ। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ PMS वालों का। यहाँ लोगों को बहुत खाद भी दी, मेडिसिन भी दी और लोगों को राशन भी दिया, यानी कि इनकी बहुत बड़ी खिदमत है इस इलाके में।
The diverse geological reach of PMS includes Nawab Shah, Sangar, Khairpur, and Larkana in Sindh, Lasbela in Balochistan, Rajanpur in Punjab, and Kohistan and Charsada in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
लसबेला में 422 मिलीमीटर बारिश हुई, बहुत ज़्यादा है। जैसे ही पहला फ्लड आया तो 5 अगस्त को ही पाक मिशन की टीम सबसे पहले पहुंच गई, सर्वे किया और फिल फॉर उन्होंने अपने जो राशन है वो मोबिलाइज करके हमारे जो सबसे मुतासर फैमिलीज थी, सबसे ज़्यादा मुतासर, उनको इन्होंने राशन दी 600 फैमिलीज को। इनके जो सर्वे था वो सबसे पहले मतलब ऑथेंटिक सर्वे ही हुई था, तब तक हमारी जॉइंट सर्वे हमने शुरू नहीं की थी।
With special attention to women, children, and elderly in targeted areas, PMS continues to contribute towards restoration of life among the most disadvantaged communities who struggled to make ends meet even before the super flood.
पाक मिशन सोसाइटी ने फर्स्ट 72 आवर्स में रिस्पांस ब्रेक किया और मोर देन 1000 फैमिलीज को कुक फूड प्रोवाइड किए। इसके बाद पाक मिशन सोसाइटी ने विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ डिफरेंट डोनर्स लोगों को फूड पैकेजेस और नॉन फूड पैकेजेस प्रोवाइड किए। अब भी पाक मिशन सोसाइटी डिफरेंट सर्वे कर रही है, नीड असेसमेंट्स कर रही है क्योंकि ज़रूरत बहुत ज़्यादा है।
PMS has so far reached over 50,000 beneficiaries with distributions across 5 sectors, including food and nutrition, non-food items, health, shelter, wash, and agricultural inputs.
हमें 6 NGOs एलोकेट हुए थे DDMA की तरफ से, उनमें PMS has been one of the most active. It has been involved in ration distribution, cooked food के हवाले से PMS के साथ हमने मिलकर काम किया है। अभी ongoing medical camp भी चल रहा है जिसमें न सिर्फ पाकिस्तान से बल्कि बैरून मुल्क से भी डॉक्टर्स आकर अपनी खिदमत सर अंजाम दे रहे हैं।
While all this was done, maintaining cordial coordination with government departments, much still needs to be done for the rehabilitation of the victims.
People have lost all their capital because they lost their potential earnings. Now they need resources. It's a very, very intricate and a delicate time. And I think that is where now the focus should be to make people stand on their feet.
PMS remains committed to tackling the challenges facing the victims of these devastating floods, aiming to contribute not only towards the rehabilitation of those in need, but also ensure the provision of a better quality of life for these people by focusing on what is still required.
Pak Mission Society has launched a 3-year program and we entitled it Resilient Pakistan, which is based on 3-pronged strategies. Number 1, how we can link the relief with rehab, with resilience and with development. Secondly, how we can produce more advocates for highlighting the climate injustice agenda in Pakistan. And number 3 is localization, that how we can localize the aid for the humanitarian actors in Pakistan.
As harsher winter months arrive, dozens of cases of pneumonia, gastroenteritis, and other diseases affecting the flood victims, especially women and children, are going unreported every week. Traditionally, December and January are the coldest months with intermittent showers, leaving the flood affectees hopeless for any chance at their lives returning to normalcy. Predicting times as unforgiving as the flood itself might not be a stretch for these people, as they desperately seek help from their own countrymen and people from all around the globe.
This disaster has made the life worse to these people. They are living on the roadsides, they are living without a shelter, they are living without the food. They have lost everything. They have lost their livelihood. They have lost some of their beloved ones as well. It is our request to join hands together with us to support these people. These children need compassion. These children need your support. They deserve the better future.